Saturday night and the lights go hot. SGPN on the mic at the Derby spot. Virtual Kentucky running live on the stream. 3 big races, 30 large in the drain.
10 grand heat after heat in the glow. Bed by flying down the line in the show. Paraquine pumping like a backstage drum. Photo finish live where the legends come.
Turn it up, let the numbers ride, and hear the chat roar. Worlds collide. SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Foes even tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand, feel the energy.
Hosts crack jokes while the gates line up. Crowds going crazy as they fill that cup. Digital dirt fly when the bell hits loud. Every pick riding on the voice of the crowd.
Horses dig in when the backstretch calls. 100,000 dreams in those pixel walls. Stretch run hits and the chat explodes. SGPN driving down the final rows.
Turn it up, let the numbers ride.
Hear the chat roar, worlds collide. SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Foes eat tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand, feel the energy.
Tomorrow's Fozzy.
New dreams coming.
New dreams coming.
Monday brings baby.
New season running.
Fozzy.
Fozzy. Let the future breathe.
SGPN run the show tonight. Derby in the clouds under neon light. Fozzy tomorrow, new hopes rise. Monday brings the babies with fire in their eyes. Stack those bets, let the thunder roll. Every heartbeat locked in one big goal. SGPN, let the wild run free. Paraquine in my hand.
Feel the energy.
And we are off for a bonus episode of Run for the Roses. Bowser and I thought, hey, why not sweat out our sprint major here in the Harbor Classic Sprint? So we're popping on for a quick little episode. Let's put the screen up on real quick. Hope everyone's having a good Friday.
Yeah, we're about to race for a big pot here. As you see, 800,000 total per Derby in the total purse here. So that's $10,000 split. Everybody gets a little piece of it, but it's mostly split between the top 5. So 5th place, $500, then about $750 for 4th, and then when you get to the top 3, you're looking in the thousands. So
yeah, podiums are good here, and just to remind everyone how the qualifying went, in case you haven't been tuning in on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, we by a decent margin there too at the end. We took down the top qualifying spot here for this. So yeah, pretty cool.
I mean, Bowser, we doubled up 7th place.
Wow. That's no joke.
No joke. So, but this is a horse that has not gotten good odds really ever in terms of morning line odds. So to see us with a 19x morning line odds, I see we've taken some action.
Yeah, I bet on us, but I know Sweetwater got in on us. He messaged me with some encouragement for our big race today. So, and if you remember, after we won the Kentucky Derby, my like immediate part of my reaction was let's fucking start really pushing for turf. And we've seen that now because I think in the last few seasons here, we've qualified for a turf major, like pretty much every season, last 3-4 seasons now. And we're looking very good in this one, I feel.
Well, and yeah, like maybe we should highlight why we're so excited. But I mean, this was a horse. Well, granted, it laid a couple duds the last couple races. I mean, on an absolute heater. Obviously, you see there's a nice stretch there with 4 wins and a 3rd
It's
place.
not on that screen yet. Yeah,
there we go. You can just see the form again. Didn't really show up in these last 2 races, but. And probably when we reveal this one, I'm guessing we're going to see something missing with the temper. But my goodness, when it's on, we're going to watch a race where it's a sprint, so it's quick. And this is a horse with some of the best sprint finish I've ever seen.
Yeah, and another thing is he's done it across a wide spectrum of weather circumstances where he's won everywhere from fast to soft. And so we were kind of saying going into this, like, sloppy is where I felt like the one place we didn't quite have a I'm not saying we didn't have a shot, but just there's so many strong LTS horses compared to the rest of the type of weather rolls in the game. So extreme LTS, there's a lot of strong horses in that field, but like if you move off that weather, you can start getting some wild cards, and this guy's definitely proven that, right? Like, I mean,
yeah, I mean, certainly we would have hoped for a yielding, softer good, but I would rather have fast than sloppy, to your point. And so, yeah, I mean, and then also we kind of already talked about this. You know, in spite of the fact, I don't know if you saw, Bowser, the game is, and we'll talk about this on the Derby stream as well. We will be live for the Derby, 4 p.m.-ish, maybe 3:45 p.m. on the West Coast. But they are bringing back a Kingmaker style series for 4-year-olds.
All right. So
that being said, I think we agree we're going to retire this one, right?
Yeah, we just looking to upgrade our stud profile over there in LTS or just left turf in general, and we're starting to get a lot of good preference stars on our mares. So his kind of lack of preference stars isn't really too much of a deterrent for me with breeding him at this point, because I feel like he's got something special under the hood here for sure.
Well, yeah, obviously there's going to be some traits that we're going to be able to work with, and like I said, if I'm going to be surprised by anything, or if there's going to be a down roll in this horse, it's going to be on the temper, because we have seen some duds. And so, and like a true gambler, I almost like that we got a couple of the duds out of the way before the big race.
Same here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, we've always talked about this. You almost don't want. I mean, not in real life, you want the horse to be in great form, but I feel like in this game with the variance,
you kind of want to be kind of almost like strong but limping almost, you know.
And if you look at the horses running in this race, Moulazine leads the field with 6 wins at the graded level on 16 races. And so, you know, I think there's some other solid horses here, but one horse has 5 wins from Sloppy Stakes. It is an LTF horse. Chunk Dunkirk, and then Cafe Mambo has 4, and Or Appears Not has 4. That's it. Everyone else has 3 wins or less at the graded level this season. So certainly feel like we're one of the favorites in this one.
Yeah, and one thing we've noticed too is this horse just seems to be locked in at 5 furlongs. You know?
Yeah, exactly. We actually have never run it at 4, but it does so well at 5. It was hard. Even when we went to 6, it wasn't quite the same, and so we kind of had to push off of it.
Had some podiums at 6 and stuff, but at 5, it's this nether level in the final 100 meters, especially that final half furlong, is really something special. Like,
all right, so yeah, I mean, I think. And shout out to the game. I feel like they've now even added more color coding, kind of make it a little easier to read the racing form. Here's our boy Moulazim. And again, like, this is not a pair that we thought was going to create something this dynamic. So real quick, as we're running down with only a couple minutes left to bet, I'll just scroll through here just to kind of give people an idea.
What number are we? Number 3?
We're 3. I believe, or this is another one of the horses that has put up some wins,
Yeah,
or appears
seen this
not.
one on the track a lot this season. Yeah.
And then Cafe Mambo is another one of the ones I just mentioned that has the win total of. So both of these horses have won 4 graded races, and then the other horse I just brought up was Dunkirk. Let's see, Chunk Dunkirk, which is an LTF horse.
Yeah, another sloppy stakes.
And again, has 4 or 5 victories in 9 races. So very good ratio at the graded level. So, and this is kind of the opposite of us. You see this, like they're in the great form. The 2 horses, or the 2 races that we had duds in, were won by this horse. So,
yeah, that would
right,
definitely be the competition here, I think, for us on this fast track for today. But
so
I feel like I got in our bets on us. I'm willing to just bareback it with that, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Like
our friend of the program, CJ Sullivan, was at Santa Anita, and he was hanging out with people who owned horses. You think they were betting on other horses, Bowser?
No.
All right, so we have 10 minutes to kill before the race. What would you like to do?
Maybe let's take a look at one of its more dominant wins from this.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Let's watch a race.
Yeah, let's do a little.
We should watch one of the finish races that like really blew our minds.
The one on 125, I think it is. Yeah, that one.
The 82.
I think so. I think that was it.
No, let's just watch it.
It's a win, no matter what. But you see, this is a one where, duel from Dunkirk.
Oh yeah, great point.
They both gotten wins over each other, so I mean.
Well, and for a 1.5 star soft horse to take it to a 2-star firm horse in these conditions on a fast track.
Well, this was a fast track too. That's why I felt like, since this is comparable to what we might be seeing today, hopefully, and look, he came out the gate kind of slow down the stretch when he won those 3 straight. It seemed like he was coming out of the gate really strong, but it's his finish that gives him a shot every time he's out there. Because it seems like no matter where he is on the track, he's coming down the stretch hard,
Yeah, we've said this before. It's right around 200 meters when he kicks. Like you can see other horses are kicking past him right now. And honestly, I told you this. I thought this race was done. 200 meters, you never make up this kind of ground.
Thank you, T. Merck. Appreciate it. And then,
but then it's like, bite.
It's not just that he was behind at the back and came back, but it's like that he ended up winning by a decent margin too. That was the crazy thing about that one to me. Like,
yeah, I mean, we took the screenshot, but if you look at where this race was when they passed
to point, he's asking do we think this is finish? Because he said, I thought finish wasn't a thing in sprints. Well, I don't know. This could be actually stamina, to be honest with you, combined with the speed and start, where you can just kind of keep pushing that out a little more. I'm not sure exactly what it is, to be honest with you.
I think it's heart with finish.
Okay,
that would be my guess.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I mean, but like, look at this screenshot. Not in a million years is this horse winning. I mean, I've only watched one race ever where this has happened. I mean, you're cutting through other horses that have qualified for this major like nothing, and then winning by a full length. I mean, come on. And if I'm not mistaken, this was a decent time too. So I think there was another fun one.
Well, that's another point too, is like, okay, maybe finish doesn't matter as much for the sprinter profile, but if you have it, it gives you that extra gear,
Yeah, well, I think it's one of those things where, to your point, maybe it's speed, Obviously, there's some speed there to be able to hit that mark, but also, and honestly, when you look at the times that this horse puts down,
I never went back and looked at like the race reports on some of these. I should probably do that. I bet you
I
there's
mean, when
consistency
it's
splits
on,
here.
so the race we just watched, the comeback race. I mean, it was the 90. It was 92 out of over 7. So it's like a top 1% time, top less than 1% time, and so I think that tells me there's something elite pushing it. Now I think heart is the table stakes here, because I think we've also seen this horse like refuse to lose when like side by side with other horses, and I think that is heart. And so I'm kind of interpreting this as I think we got a good speed finish. I don't even know if the start's that great. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I've seen it a few times though, like when he was going wire to wire, but like you kind of have to have a decent start to go wire to wire. That's the whole point of wire to wire. Like,
Yeah, like this is another one where it's like it's a yielding, but this is a flat 90, 92 where the field is smoked in a G2, and so
yeah,
you tell me what is that? What is causing him to stretch out these leads at the end of a sprint?
yeah, I'm not like.
So I'm guessing it's finish, but I guess we'll find out. Should we retire after the race?
Yeah, you can do that.
Or do we save it for the Derby stream?
I say we save it for the Derby stream. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. All right, how much time do we have? I'm getting itchy. 5 minutes. About 5 minutes to post. We have time for one more rewatch. Let's see.
All right.
We can rewatch this one. This is a good one too. Only 4 horses in this one though. Oh, look how nice the track looks, Bowser. Do you remember what it used to look like in the beginning? They've done a nice job with the animation.
Oh, they have. Like, it looks great. I can't wait till we plug it into the metaverse so I can put on some VR goggles and sit in an owner's box.
Yeah, just be in there.
Yeah,
I just want to be there.
Yeah, just be hanging out, be down at our stable, be up in our owner's box, be
So this is one of the races that you were mentioning in terms of wire to wire, I believe, where it gets out fast and then it just never lets the field get in. Now, again, not exactly the toughest field here with 2 S+ horses in a sprint, but it's and 2 white horses. Look at that. We need a white and red horse, Bowser. We haven't had one of those before.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
But again, like there's no taking your foot off the gas. And in this race, you'll see too, I believe, when it hits the 200-meter mark.
Yeah, he puts it on. Like
it's like they look like they're about to start catching up, and they just never do. And so
yeah, then he ends up stretching it a little down. I mean, that last 25 meters too, especially. He's got, it seems like there's like almost an extra gear right there. Like.
So what are we looking for? Are we looking for anything in this race early, or are we just hoping that it's close enough to make a kick?
I think I think we're just hoping it's close enough to kick at the end. In a field this big, it's you never quite know. But that being said, a lot of these horses, because of us and a couple other horses, were so top heavy in the qualifying points. There's just some wide variance in this field. Like
5 S+ horses in the field.
I feel like this was one of those majors where if you were willing to lose a couple $100 to qualify, you got in.
That's a good point. Yeah, let me pull that back up, because you're essentially theorizing that there were some really good, like having 4 horses over 100 points is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But look where the cut line is, Bowser. I guess,
I can't see it. It's behind the avatars there on the I just see the grades of the horses there.
Oh, so I'll say it out loud, but the cut line was 57 points.
That's pretty high, yeah.
So maybe it's more competitive, and we had or to your point, there's enough variance where a lot of horses were catching like stakes wins, and able to stack points. So, but as you've mentioned before, we see a lot of the usual suspects on the left turf side. Whether it's Absolute Horsepower, whether it's GD, Valkyrie, Prime Pastures, one of the firm stables you've been touting, Sloppy Stakes, another one of those, Given stables. So A lot of the usuals over here. It does. I will say, to your point you made earlier in the show, I do think when we started focusing on, like, this is the culmination. We now have had, like, this is a couple seasons in a row with qualifying on the turf side. We have some horses for next year that probably are going to make some noise in the turf side, hopefully. And so it does feel like our turf side has really gotten strong here lately.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of next season I'm going to start pushing a little bit more on dirt, you know. It's like,
yeah, come on, get us back.
Yeah, I need to get us back. I
know it sucks not being in the Derby. I will say that.
I know it's always better when we're in the Derby, but I'll take a good win here. We got a minute to post about. Wow, this is exciting, dude.
I know. I don't want to. Not that I believe in the gambling gods or jinxing, but I was trying to think if I've had. This is probably one of the stronger, like, positive feelings I've had going into a major, in terms of having a horse that has really shown us it can get it done, not just with getting points and podiums, but with wins.
Yep.
Oh, man, can't wait.
Here we go.
20 seconds to post. Let's go. We got over 500 in the pot, or no, almost 600 in the pot total, in the betting pot. $10,000 in the race pot. Stable changing money, Bowser.
It is, as we know, when we won the virtual Kentucky Derby in season 29. It's been a minute now since getting a major win. It's been a minute since we got a podium in these, with Commandant finishing third in the Twin Spires Gallop. But here we go.
Let's get it, Bowser.
Let's get a bag here. Let's get a bag.
Oh,
man. All right. And we are off here at the Harbor Classic Sprint. Mulazim, our horse, is out among the early leaders in the top 5. That's not bad.
In a good spot.
I don't hate that at all.
Just hang with the leaders. We know we got the
hang around up front there. Blue Chip, living up to the name, out and up early. The Given Stables horse, whose name is very tough, is next. And then Cater's Jewel, I'll Allow It, Super Technical, Motherload in the mix there. Let's just, come on. Here we go down the back.
Make a move.
Stretch, make your move. Is he going to make a move?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I don't know if he's got enough.
And I called it. God damn.
Chunk Dunkirk and Chaz Babylon, 2 of the top 3 for Sloppy Steaks. That is stable change of money right there, dude.
Good for them. They've been grinding on that firm.
Yeah.
Mulazine let us down.
Yeah, I didn't see the pop at the end, you know. Wasn't quite there. Had he done it like we've seen before, you know, he would have been right there in the mix. But shout out to Sloppy Steaks, and shout out to Lacey with Blue Chip finishing second there. Ended up 13th. Ouch. That's rough.
Chunk Dunkirk now finishes the season with 10 starts in graded races and 6 victories.
Damn.
That's a hell of a horse. That's a horse we might want to keep an eye on come breed time.
We'll probably definitely be one to breed. Well, especially these LTF, you know, like we'll be keeping an eye over there for sure. And maybe not if the stars don't quite align with him, maybe one of his sons, you know, that's all. I like to keep an eye on that kind of stuff too. So.
Well, another heartbreak come major day for us, Bowser.
Oh man. I didn't want to get too excited, you know, but yeah, I did feel good about this one. I thought a podium or top 5 was within reach with that late kick, but we didn't see it. And yeah,
I'm gonna guess that we just laid a 3rd egg in a row. So
yeah,
bummer.
Do you want to just do the retirement now? Actually,
all right, let's do it. Well, we got to wait for the let's see if the race has gone final. We can in 2 minutes. I'll be curious to see how bad the fleet figure is.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see what the winning fleet figure was as well.
The fast races don't tend to have, like, I would guess something like 84, 85. at best. Like I think we're still not there in terms of quality of horse on the left turf firm side. So you can get like I think some of the races we won at 80 or at we were like 84, 85 range in the fast.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Like I doubt I'd be shocked if we saw 90.
I'm gonna call
But
86.
okay.
Right.
Yeah, if it was Super Bowl style, I would say like the over under would be 84 and a half. I'll just set the over under at 85.
Yeah.
84 and a half, 85.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
go.
under.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over. I'll take the alt over at 85 and a half.
Yeah, gonna sell. You're selling some juice. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So yeah, just as we wait here, reminder: we will be live on Saturday. I think we're gonna try to go live at 3:45 Pacific, 6:45 East.
Yeah, Mother Load with the top 5 there. So shout out. Excellent run.
But yeah, 3:45, 6:45 East on Saturday. We will be live, bringing you the stayer majors across all disciplines. So you'll get to see Bowser and I dabble with a little right turn.
Yeah,
Who
we're
knows?
we're gonna call some right turn races. So yeah, that'll be interesting because we don't really know the competition of there, but we do know a lot of the stables. So it'll be interesting to see. Are there right turn only stables, the ones that go to those kind of bars? We'll see.
Maybe they're transitioning. Maybe we'll have costumes to fit in around the right turn people. But yeah, we'll be calling. So basically the races start at 4:15, 7:15 East, and every 15 minutes. And then we will conclude the stream with the SGPN Dirt Classic for season 37. So if you want to get into the Dirt Classic, get your stable started today using the code SGPN, and you get into Turf Club. All right.
Shout out to Japan, dab time, buddy. Hell yeah. All right,
So
you
the
ready?
winning fleet figure was
83. Oh, the under hits. Wow.
And yeah, another dud from
Another
us.
dud, another 75.
Damn fast. All right, so we are retiring.
We're gonna retire this one. So let's see what this horse that really stacked up some nice wins there. And I kind of like it too. Retires with a clean 25% win rate. That's pretty solid, right?
Yep. Up 500 on the ledger. Almost 200K earnings. So, but this is what's nice. Like this is a very nice, 20
cascades where it's not relying on shows to make up its podium rate. It's all mostly wins in places.
25 podiums and 40 starts is pretty strong with a
Very
25% win rate. All right, here we go. Come on, Bowser. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Yep. But you were right about stamina, dude. That's stamina.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what it kind of, that it can just stamina can. I've noticed that stamina can help in sprint profiles. Like we see that with some of the analytics we use, where some horses seem to be either sprint or stayer maybe, and the gallop is actually look like their weakest one. But no. This is definitely something to work with. I'll say that much, man.
So would you say positive reveal, negative reveal, or neutral reveal?
I would say positive. I mean, what is it? A -2?
Yeah.
On the subgrades. I'm okay with that at the SS- level right now for us in left turf. That he's definitely a strong addition for us in the in the left turf world. But the most important thing is his mom's biggest weakness was the start, and we were able to get that up to SS, because the dad was SS plus. The fact that we almost got to his grade there, despite the floor possibility, that's a huge reason why this horse was so successful for us.
Yeah, and upon looking back at the breed report, I would say we did well.
Yeah.
In terms of outcome here, we didn't really hit down on any trait from what I can tell.
No, it all seemed to kind of line it. Like I think we punched up on the start, and
yeah, we punched up on start. We got about where we were going to get with speed on the slightly on the higher end of the medium. The stamina kicked up. The finish a little higher than the medium. The heart is probably right on par, and
I'd say
temper
the
is
heart might be a little
a
down,
little low.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then temper is, on, right on par. So not, I would say definitely a good outcome for this breed pair.
yeah.
And again, showing the final reveal.
Yeah, no, I do notice that a lot of good sprinters though seem to have that weird combination of start and stamina. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm seeing that more and more. And I think it's just as we fill in the bucket, as you say, of SS minuses, we're gonna start you need to be a well-balanced horse one way or the other, like you can't be too weak on anything.
Yeah, well, I'll be curious to see what this guy creates for us. Certainly not what I mean. Temper is what I was expecting. I thought the heart would be higher and the
Well,
finish would be
we
higher.
have an amazing temper LTS mare that's a match for him with good stars as well. That's
Nice.
in patchwork operation. Yeah. In fact, I can't wait to fire off that breed report when we get the chance Monday and I can put him in the stud barn because the stud barn listings is closed right now. So, but the fact that we got the grades now and we're going to be able to, I'm excited. He's a great piece for us to keep building. It's always nice having good horses. We've noticed this, right? The better our in-house stuff gets, the better we produce it. Like our ceiling and floor both go up.
You see why Absolute Horsepower doesn't go out of his own stable, because when you have all of these great choices, why would you? And I think to your point, like we now are stacking qualifiers at all three levels on the turf side that are able to essentially, I mean, our breeding operation in turf has gone from like C+ to A- very quickly.
Yeah, no, and I think we can keep growing there pretty quickly because, part of it is the willingness to always. I'm trying to make it where I'm at least taking the top. Like I usually do like 10 horses per thing each season, but take those top 2 mares, and those are the ones you go out of the house with, right? And so at one point, yeah, this was one of the top mares. Well, we've already kind of lapped that with others now, and so.
Well, also we found that it helps us keep our blood different by
Yeah.
consistently it's very easy to spread your own blood all over the place.
Yeah. You got to keep there's this movie with Michael Caine called The Island about a journalist that's tracking this mysterious cruise ship disappearances. But anyway, it's a pirate colony that's been living for since like the 1700s. But excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry. Ooh. Oh,
You're not supposed to be talking about this.
So yeah, no, but anyway, these pirates have been living like this for like 300 years or whatever. And so Michael Caine's investigating this stuff, and part of what they do is they abduct children, they kill the parents, but they abduct the children and brainwash them and say, you're part of this ancient pirate lineage. And the reason is they understand they can't dilute they need new blood.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I just took a helicopter over to Catalina where they bring bison in from like South Dakota to mix with the population on Catalina Island, so they don't get all inbred and fucked up.
Yeah. You can't have them all too. Yeah.
Anyway, good shit, Bowser. Not good, not great for us. Another disappointing major, but that means we're due. We're coming. Next season is our maybe not next season, but 2 seasons is our season. All right, we'll see everyone on.
I do feel really strong about our new fall crop coming on Monday, and we'll get into this stuff more on tomorrow's stream. But yeah, I feel like each season we're improving. If you look at our the results we're getting on the breed, so
yeah, and it's going to be a profitable season for us, I think, on the ledger. So that's always positive. Yeah, so we'll see everyone in less than 24 hours, in about 23 hours from right now, actually. 3:45 Pacific, 6:45 East.
Yep.
For the Stayer Majors, we're going to do the Artemis Cup, the Third Time Classic, the Harbor Classic, and, of course, the virtual Kentucky Derby. And the headliner for the evening will be the SGPN Dirt Classic. We don't really have a horse getting after it in that race, so there will be – I think it's a $50 free roll up for grabs. So if you're not in the turf club yet, sign up, get your stable started with
I
code SGPN, and you're in the turf club.
I tagged you on a guy that hit me up on Twitter today asking how, and so
saw that. Yeah, get me the stable idea. We can buy a breed from us and you get a free roll. So
yep. You get buy one breed and you get access to 2 free rolls a season. It's a pretty good deal in the turf and dirt. So
yeah. All right, and I'm sure we'll see teamwork there.
You know what? Hey, let's just close on this. I'm gonna throw this out there into the ether.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Maybe starting season 40, we do like a 5-season thing where we do a point system for both the turf and dirt classics, and we have the SGPN Cup. We only give it out once every 5 seasons. And
I like that. Update your spreadsheet so we can have some theoretical points totals. And
we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, maybe we'll play around with it. But yeah, I think something like that can be fun where it's like maybe we get like a small trophy that we give to the winner or something, or we'll figure something out.
I not to prolong the show, but I have thought, I like the Gallup run format.
So do I.
There could be something there. So maybe we'll let's talk. We'll have some conversations with Bryce. Maybe we kick a couple bucks into the kitty and have a nice little fun time.
So I'm thinking maybe, So
all right, Bowser. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see everyone else tomorrow. Also, bonus on the stream tomorrow, we will be peppering in our favorite Super Bowl prop bet.
I was almost running late to this thing because I was sitting on my recliner firing props, and I'll be continuing to do that tonight. So
I personally have currently 64 bets for Super Bowl 60. I went a little overboard. So we'll be peppering those in during the stream. Good stuff, everyone. See everyone tomorrow. And Bowser, tough race for us, but let's let it ride. Get out of here.
Let it ride.
Saturday night and the lights go hot. SGPN on the mic at the Derby spot. Virtual Kentucky running live on the stream. 3 big races, 30 large in the dream.
10 grand heat after heat in the globe. Bed by flying down the line in the show.